Hello, hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to the channel. This is another pick a card reading here for the lovelies that love the timeless readings as much as I do. I'm going to try to fill up this space with as much timeless readings. This pick a card in particular is going to let you know exactly what you need to know within the next 2 weeks to a month's time. So if you're struggling with direction, this is a great video and great pick a card to participate in. And if you're new to the channel, hi, hello, my name is adielarosa from thestrangehaven.com. I'm a psychic, I am an intuitive therapist, and here on this channel I like to create videos like this and other spiritual related videos that help you transmute, heal, and transcend into the very best version of yourself. So if that sounds nice and juicy, go ahead and subscribe and stick around, okay? Like this video, comment down below, tell me who you are. Hello. So before we get into the card selection, before I tell you about these wonderful crystals that are laying here on these 3 cards that might help you pick which one that you're being drawn to, I do want to announce that this video is sponsored by the one and only strangehaven.com, which is my shop, you guys. It's sponsored by me. So I want to quickly introduce you guys to one of my magic candles. And this one in particular, I think, is a great pick for the next 4 months, for really the rest of 2020. I feel like we need to be on this vibe. So this is my Bye candle. Okay, this is great for disconnecting with people, situations, places that no longer serve you. Great for cord cutting, that type of stuff. Banishing people from your life that you no longer want to be linked to. Even just saying goodbye and exiting different phases in life, different energies, different entities. This is a great energy for that. It is a Bye candle. Okay, one of my favorite candles. It's super duper powerful. And one other thing that I'm going to be promoting, I don't know if I mentioned this, but no, I haven't. There is going to be a sale for the Strange Haven by the time that this video is released. There's going to be a whole site sale for my son's birthday. My baby boy is turning 9 years old, and so if you want to support a Black-owned business, a single mama, magic mama business, okay, and just support Ethan in turning 9. 9 is such a magical number. It is such a milestone. It is such a transformative year and number. So if you would like to, support us, go ahead and head over to the Strange Haven and see what other products, because it's not just these, but other things in this site will be on sale. So this is my beloved oil as well. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see exactly here how beautiful these bottles are and the labeling. So this is my beloved oil. This promotes self-love, and particularly I'm supporting it. You can also use this in a romantic sense as well, but I'm promoting it here for self-love. This is my favorite oil to dab on myself. So if you're struggling with self-love, acceptance, even confidence, and just, feeling all loved up, on yourself, this is a great thing to kind of work with love oils. So you can check this out at the Strange Haven, as well as other things that will be on sale for Ethan's birthday. But yeah, let's get into all of this, okay? What you should know for the month. Let's get into the card selection. Okay, so we have 3 piles for this lovely pick a card reading, and just 3 lovely piles. And I also added some crystals here for you guys to help you kind of zone in. Okay, so here on pile number 1 right here, we have this beautiful black crystal, which is black obsidian. Okay, so if you're feeling drawn to this crystal in particular, it is so beautiful. I love love, love, love obsidian. It is one of my favorite crystals to just have around. I just love how dark it is and how shiny it is. So that's for number 1. We also have some red jasper here. So I love jasper too. I love desert colors. I love very neutral desert colors. They are so calming. So if you pick number 2, this is red jasper here. Okay. And then one of my other favorites, like I love all of these crystals. For number 3 right here, we have lapis. Some lapis, some blue lapis here. Love it. I love how it has this shimmery, kind of glittery effect to this beautiful mineral. So that's for number 3. So we only have 3 piles here. Actually 1 card. We're gonna do it kind of different this time, which this is honestly how I like to read. I love pick-a-cards, but I love just having just 1 card, and then I'm gonna pull the rest for you guys. Okay, so go ahead and zone in. I'm gonna do a little bit on my sound bowl, my singing bowl here for you guys, so you can take a couple moments, a couple conscious breaths, and connect to whatever card, whatever stone is drawing you in. Okay, you guys, wasn't that wonderful? This is my third eye chakra quartz singing bowl. It is, I think this is my favorite one. We got a couple new ones here in the house. I usually do my heart chakra one, but this is the third eye one, and I just love it. I hope you guys loved it. So all the timestamps will be down below in the description box. I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You guys are the one that has picked the beautiful black obsidian here. This crystal is great for protection. Of course, for protection, a lot of black crystals are for absorbing negative energy. It absorbs it so you don't have to absorb it. But also just like intuitively, this stone has always made me feel that it has a lot of intuitive properties as well. Very like third eye chakra properties to me. Just because it looks like a scaring mirror, you know, glass where you can look into and kind of try to interpret different messages from spirit. And I believe they do make those type of mirrors out of this type of crystal as well. But yes, let's get into your reading. Let's see exactly what you need to know for the next couple of weeks. I'll put this over there. Okay, so, for the next couple of weeks, we have the 1. So when the 1 shows up, this energy is calling for you to kind of go a little bit inward. and connect to that universal energy. This energy is very limited to us, this universal energy, because of all of the distractions from the external world. But I see for the next couple of weeks, this is going to be very easy for you to tap into. I think you're beginning to truly understand where you're headed, and it's because you're tapping into that universal energy, that source energy. This is source energy. This is our true form. This is where we stream from. So this energy is going to be very potent for you in the next couple of weeks. And just over the next couple weeks, you're just going to feel more present, more in tune with what you're supposed to be doing here, as well as just feeling more calm, more love energy, because the one energy is the love energy. So lots of love, feeling very connected to your physical as well as the unseen part of you, okay? And so for the next couple of weeks, it's going to be very important for you to begin to connect if you haven't already. This is going to be a great couple of weeks, 2 weeks to 4 weeks, to connect and meditate with God, with Source Energy Creator, and to really be asked to be shown what is your mission here, because the one energy really symbolizes that for me. It's really understanding the bigger picture here. Okay, so for your next couple weeks, tap into meditation. It's going to be very beneficial for you over the next couple of weeks. We also have the Knight of Wands. So with the Knight of Wands, I see that over the next couple of weeks, you're going to be taking very big steps, big leaps towards where you feel that you should be going. And this is really great. With the Knight of, Knight of Pentacles, I feel that you have been in that Knight of Pentacle energy where you are moving with some momentum, but now it's time to really pick up the pace. And I'm really feeling this in the beginning, like very soon, close to when you're watching this exact reading. And of course, if you're watching it in the beginning of a month, particularly I'm filming this and releasing it in August of 2020, but whenever you see this video, this is a timeless reading. Very shortly after this video, you're going to be making very big leaps towards your future. And I really am feeling that over the next couple of weeks, with this Knight of Wands energy, there's not going to be a lot of thinking, because again, with this one energy, you are very deeply connected in a sense that, you know, the universal language is really, it's emotional. It is feeling. It speaks to us in imagery. That's how we are able to really understand things more. And so this is more about feeling, not in an emotional sense, but really feeling that divine energy of what you're connected to. So there's not going to be a lot of thinking. There's going to be a lot of jumping into things that you know that you are just energetically connected to. And so over the next couple of weeks, I really also feel this with these two cards here, that your intuition is going to be very on point and that you can trust. It might feel a little bit impulsive as you move forward into the future. And it's going to be very surprising, like, wow, I'm really taking these leaps. But I think you can definitely trust, especially with this one energy here. This is Source Energy Creator, and just seeing that you're going to be taking big strides forward into things that you are passionate about and that you really feel drawn and energetically connected to, that really sets your life on fire and sets your mind and your spirit on fire, that you can really trust these impulses that are going to be showing up over the next couple of 4 weeks or so. Okay, we also have the Queen of Wands. So this is very beautiful here. This is the energy of universal magic. You know, the Queen of Wands, she is a witch. She is a very powerful practitioner. She has her little black cat here that is that symbolizes the occult knowledge here. Okay, so over the next 4 weeks, you can trust that you can tap into some of the things that you already know that can work for you. The things that I'm talking about is the things that you've learned about the universe and how it works, okay? This card showing up just tells me that you know exactly how this universe works, or you have some type of idea. This is very powerful. These cards right here, these are very, very powerful. And I see this as you just connecting with source energy creator, like you are being a creator here and taking major strides towards your ideas, towards your projects, just towards life in general in such a creative way, and using your occult knowledge, using your magic, your inner magic. So doing rituals, you know, while you're taking strides towards the future. So you are, you know, over the next 4 weeks, I really see you being creative in a nurturing way towards your goals, whether that is, you know, just thinking positively, you know, and visualizing, very creative, like with your goals and where you see yourself when you finally reach this, because this is motion, this is moving in motion. The king is a very stationary, and the queen nurtures. Okay, the king is there, so you're heading there, you know, to your destination, and you're making sure that you're nurturing along the way. So over the next 4 weeks, making sure that you're using visualization to your benefit, okay? To benefit you. You're making sure it's not about just knowing how the universe works, but actually applying it as well. So you have applied this in the past before, and over the next 4 weeks, this is going to be very beneficial for you, okay? I see that you don't apply it all the time, but in the next 4 weeks, you are going to be applying that occult knowledge. We also have the king. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. We also have the King of Swords here for you, as well as the Nine of Cups. So this is really, really great. This is very beautiful. So with this King of Swords, I really see that whatever you have decided, and I think by now, really, since the king is showing up here, you know exactly what rings true in your life, okay? And you're ready to kind of sing it, okay? You're ready to put it on blast. You're ready for everybody to know exactly how you feel, because you have already meditated on this enough, okay? So with this King of Swords energy, I feel that over the next 4 weeks, things are going to become very solid. There's, you know, even if you feel like you're taking impulses and you're taking these big leaps and they seem like just so out of character for you, they're really backed up by your divine truth. Something that has been meditated on, and that has been, you know, the answers have been already seeked and understood, and there's been a lot of planning here. So I really see that by the end of these 4 weeks, you know, reaching the end point, you're gonna really understand that there was no reason to kind of fear. I don't feel any fear at all, but just because the Knight of Wands is here, sometimes it can feel kind of impulsive and, you know, spontaneous here. This is Sagittarius. This is taking leaps, you know? And so with this King of Swords energy here, you can really trust where you're headed, and really rest that you've done a lot of research here. You've seeked the answers. You've kind of sorted out data and analyzed all of your feelings, and you have really come to a point where you know what you're connected to. You know what you're drawn to, okay? And also with this Nine of Cups here, I feel that, you know, a lot of wishes, a lot of dreams are going. Oh my God, this is so good for you, number one. Okay, with this Nine of Cups, there is a lot of dreams going to be coming true within the next 4 weeks. A lot of that potential becoming a reality for you, okay? This potential is available for you, and I honestly feel like with this pile is just, it's happening. Okay, it's happening for you. This is not really like, I don't feel like I need to encourage. I feel like you guys are kind of already on the journey going towards something that you truly believe in, that you believe to be true for yourself. You believe, whether this is a person, okay, because we do have court cards here, whether this is a person or a situation, you know, this is something that you are very sure about. And even if it's you're not accustomed to taking big leaps and being kind of like just going for it. If you're not accustomed to that, you can really trust that don't psych yourself out, okay? And with this 9 of Cups, there are wishes coming true for you, there is an abundance, and it's almost like you have figured out everything to a certain point. You kind of have arranged everything. There is clear direction here. You're connected to source energy creator. And so what I really see here is that you kind of have analyzed everything and have figured out a great deal and sorted through things and eliminated things that you've kind of came across this treasure, okay, this whale, like this is a whale here, and you've kind of come across this situation where you're striking it rich, you're going to be fed for a very, very long time. And so this is really great. I feel like whatever you guys are seeking, continue to go in this direction, because it's going to lead you to something, your wildest dreams coming true, your wishes coming true. Whatever you're wishing, that is where you're headed. Number 1. We also have, okay. So what we have is what loves you back. That's beautiful. And so with this I love you, or I love you, maybe somebody will be saying I love you to you. And just with this love, it's like there needs to be a lot of love energy, especially with this 1 card being here. This 1 card down below is all about love. This is the universal energy is love. It is abundance. It is creativity. That is all love, truth, love, abundance, okay? And creativity, that is the energy of love. So for over the next 4 weeks or so, that is really the vibe that you guys are going to be embodying and stepping into, and that is going to be coming into your life. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was a relationship coming in and developing very fast for some of you guys. But with this card, it says what you love loves you back. So it is very important. What the message that I'm getting is that what you're connected to, I said that it wasn't emotional because I feel that you are past that point. You're past the emotion. Sometimes we have to really swim in our emotions to really understand the direction that we're headed. But you're past the emotion, and now it's just pure, like, spirit. It's pure, just that inner knowing that the wands brings us. And so you're no longer really leading with your heart, you're just leading with that original energy that you align with. And so it's, if you're getting psyched out by the speed that things are moving in, and you're not used to things moving so fast, it's important to really tell yourself that whatever this is, you are completely in love with it. And that because you are in love with it, that it loves you. Even if it's a situation, try to wrap your mind around it. Like, whatever you seek is literally seeking you. And I really love to play with this idea, especially with manifestation. I'll say this very quickly. When I was trying to manifest the house that I'm living in right now, it was kind of unbelievable for me because I was literally coming from poverty. I was coming from being homeless for a while. And I went into meditation when I applied for this house to get it. And I literally saw myself, I visualized myself in the room that I sleep in. And I have the upstairs floor kind of to myself. So I was visualizing myself coming out of my room and kind of just being in this space. And it just felt so real that when I came out of the meditation, it just, it felt like a memory that I hadn't experienced before. And so also, when we finally got it, I was just having so many realizations within those couple of days when we finally got approved and we were able to move in. And you know, it's an old house, which I love. And we were just, you know, one day we were talking about time travel and just time and manipulating time and affecting time. Me and my sister, we can just get into some really crazy conversations. But we were talking about this, and we started talking about how, like, when this house was built, it was also built for us, right? Because time, the past, the present, the future, it's, you know, they're all happening at the same time. So while this house was built, while it was sold, while it was, you know, created or whatever, all of the events that led up to me and my sister moving into this house, it was for us. And so, I mean, I don't know how many realizations that you can get from what I just said, because I feel like I was so all over the place. But what I'm saying is that the things that you're going to be coming into, they were already meant for you before you even could fathom them. So trust that where you're headed, even if you feel like things are moving kind of fast this month, you can trust that things are aligned. This is destiny that I'm really feeling here for you. We also have, you are not alone in this uncertain place. So what I feel with this one is that, again, you are being guided by your ancestors, yes, but most importantly by our cosmic sisters and brothers, okay? Your cosmic ancestors. We don't only have a bloodline lineage that is linked to this physical vessel that we're living in, okay, in this life, but we also are living multiple lives. We have multiple personalities that our higher selves animate. So what I'm trying to say is that you have cosmic ancestors out there, cosmic guides that are guiding you. You are not alone, and that's why things are looking very, very well for you. I think you can really trust where you're headed right now, because you're being divinely guided outside of this realm, outside of Earth. Okay, and so this would be a great next 4 weeks for you to really connect to that type of energy. And I'm just feeling also just getting clear with divination, okay? Connecting with your spirit guides, meditating with your spirit guides, doing some your own type of channeling, doing your own inner quest to collect those messages, that because messages will be coming in over the next 4 months. I mean, okay, next 4 months, next 4 weeks for you. So make sure to tap into those messages as well, okay? And moving forward into your reading, we have the 10 of Pentacles. What did I tell you? We also have the Ace of Swords, as well as the 3 of Swords. Okay, so with this 10 of Pentacles here, with this 10 of Pentacles, I really feel that, let me just do my viewfinder because I really want to show you guys these cards, okay? My beautiful cards that I love. These are my these cards I'm really excited about. They're my Spirited Away cards, okay? So here is the 10 of Pentacles for you, number one. This is really great. This is the energy of financial abundance and just building something in the physical realm that is a very, very strong foundation that is going to reap longevity. Like, this is something very reliable that you can count on. So wherever you're moving towards, this is where you're moving towards, and you know it, you can feel it. You're very aligned, okay? So I really see over the next 4 weeks to 4 months, because that's what I said, and it's being told to me again, that you're going to be building something that you can really rely on here. And in this card here, let me show you. Chihiro, she is heading up to the bathhouse master, and like, I just remember this scene in the movie where she's just like, wow, it's like her, you know, the bathhouse master, her house, her suite is at the top of the building, and it's like this lavish, you know, very lavish environment with lots of like possessions and just riches, you know, and she's just amazed, you know, because at first she's in this really magical realm and stuff, but she's just amazed to be seeing all of these beautiful, like, luxurious things. So I really feel that over the next 4 weeks to 4 months, whatever you're working on, whatever you're moving towards, you're working towards really gaining a lot of physical possessions, whether that is a house, whether that's a car, whether that is just a whole lot of different little things that you desire, and that's okay. And I feel like you've kind of resonated on that truth already, that you're no longer that person that says, you know what, I don't need a lot of things. It's okay. We're here in this physical realm, and we're part physical. We're not only just spiritual beings. Physical, material things are a part of our experience, and they're here to teach us too. And it looks like a part of your lesson here, number one, is experiencing those nice things. And so I see you over the next 4 weeks to 4 months that those things are going to be materializing. Now we have the Ace of Swords here as well, and so what I see about this is, you know, whatever you're moving towards, you have clear direction. Whatever you are focusing on right now or want to start taking leaps on, you have clear direction, a lot of clarity. I think you just need to kind of shift your perspective, shift your thought process to kind of believe that you can go towards this. Some of you guys that are struggling with believing that this is very possible for you, it is very much possible for you. I think it's just a kind of like a mood, a vibration shift that you're kind of needing right now. And so I'm also feeling like you know, what can help with that process is maybe connecting to nostalgia, connecting to the things that you desired as a child, okay? Connecting to those your imagination, and those times where your mind would drift off into daydreams and imagine that luxurious, amazing life. It might not even be luxurious to what luxurious might be for other people, but your own kind of Ten of Pentacles. Like, for instance, you know, I live in the country, okay, of Washington, and I live in a 6-bedroom home, but it's a very old home, okay? It's not like a brand new home that's already been built, but I love it, and that is abundance to me. That is my success, you know? So whatever you believe to be that Ten of Pentacles, it is possible for you. It doesn't have to match up with whatever everybody else is doing. We also have the Three of Swords here for you. So I see this for you, number one, that you are going to be coming into a lot of healing over the next 4 weeks. And I really see that you're not even going to really realize that this is happening for you, because there's just so much like moving forward at a very fast pace that this is not even going to be like, you're not even going to realize that so much healing is happening. I think by the time that you actually get there, you're gonna be like, whoa, I healed so much through this process because I actually took a leap, and then I actually followed my intuition. I think the thing that might be scaring you some is that you might have to be alone for a little bit to kind of figure out things, to kind of figure out to kind of figure out that you are strong enough to build this Ten of Pentacles, and being alone is really the only way that you're gonna realize that you can do it, and and this whole process of figuring that out, you're gonna heal in so many different ways of in so many different ways, not even just financially, but you're gonna be healed emotionally as well from a lot of pain, a lot of trauma. So a lot of this, you moving forward into something that you believe to be true for yourself, is gonna heal a lot of like child trauma for you. And a lot of fear, like a lot of fear of being alone. Moving towards these goals are gonna really help you with that. So we have rest coming out for you for the next 4 weeks. And so it is important that you make your rest a priority, okay? Because it seems like you're gonna be moving really fast, you're gonna be on fire, you're gonna be following your intuition and really falling in love with your, once you get there. Some of you guys are scared right now, but you will be taking the leap. I don't see that this is something that you can't deny anymore, but just because the King of Swords is here, you're moving fast, okay? And you're gonna be highly energized, but it's also important that you rest, okay? So for the next couple of weeks, make sure that you're getting lots of rest, pay attention to your dreams, okay? We also have clean or clear your energy field. So for the next couple of weeks, light your sage, get out your crystals. Crystals is one of my best ways to clear my energy. Also, my sound bowl here, my singing bowl, I love cleansing my energy field. I also have a couple rituals on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, go and follow me in my IGTV. I have a couple rituals that help you cleanse and protect your energy field. So that's going to be very beneficial for you, this type of work, for the month of, I'm sorry, not for the month of, but for the next couple of weeks, for about the next 30 days or so. Cleansing your energy field is going to be very important for you, okay? Because I feel like you guys could be coming in contact with a lot of people. So take this part seriously if you are empathic, which we all are, just some people are more sensitive. We also have hydrate as well. So for the next couple of weeks, making sure that you're hydrated, okay? So do you guys see this? You guys are going to be doing a lot. So these are the main things that you need to take care of yourself, okay? You're going to be moving fast and really focused on, really in the spiritual realm with this Queen of Wands here and your spirit guides. Like, so whenever your spirit guides are coming in, also lower vibrational energies can also come in through that channel, because, you know, we are empathic. We switch from mood to mood. We're crazy with our moods. So, you know, just pay attention to cleansing your energy, getting lots of rest. This is another way that you can cleanse your aura, especially if you do it intentionally. Like, you know, I'm going to take a nap to just cleanse my aura, to cleanse my auric field, my energy field, okay? And also using water to cleanse you. I'm just feeling like you guys are going to need a lot of self-care and cleansing yourself energetically, okay? But making sure that you're hydrated, and when you drink enough water, your body functions properly, okay? And it's really hot. I'm filming this in the summer right now. We're going into August, so make sure that you're just hydrating yourself, connecting with your water. I'm gonna drink some water right now. Been talking so much. So yeah, just make sure to connect with water, with all of your cleansing tools, and your bed for the next couple of weeks to kind of push you in the right direction and keep you on track, okay? And lastly, we have multi-dimensionality. Multi-dimensionality, it says the frequency of multi-dimensionality activates our awareness to our true essence, which is internal and multi-dimensional. And this is exactly what I meant when I was talking about your higher self being and having multiple personalities, okay, being in different dimensions outside of this earth, okay, and also having guides outside of this earth. So when I see this card, what it really means for me is that you are connected. And again, we have the one, right? You are connected to your higher self, to God. There is this true essence that you are connecting to. And so whenever this type of energy comes up in a reading for me, this is purpose. This is soul mission. So, and that's why it's really important for you to cleanse and take care of yourself during the next 4 weeks, and also within this reading we're hearing 4 months. So within the next couple of months, really make sleep, clearing your energy field, protecting your energy field, and just hydrating and connecting with water, making sure that your water, another message that's coming in for me is that making sure that your water is not around negativity. Don't drink any water that is around people that are arguing, whether that's arguing on the television, water picks up and can become programmed by words and energy very easily. So working with your water energetically as well, and just being conscious of where your water is. But I really see this card, multidimensionality, as a kind of soul purpose kind of card, and being connected to what all of your personalities, what your higher self, what God, what source energy creator wants to do, that mission. So take care of yourself over the next couple of weeks. And number one, that is the reading that I have received for you. I hope that it resonates. I hope that it empowers you and gives you direction and insight for the next couple of weeks. Let me know down below, what are some of the practices that you do to help cleanse your energetic field, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, hello, number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is going to tell you exactly what you need to know for the next couple of weeks. 2 weeks to 4 weeks, 30 days tops. Okay, you guys are the ones that have picked the beautiful, one of my favorite stones, the red jasper here. Okay, so red jasper is a very good protective and healing stone. It also helps with balancing aggressive emotions, behaviors, activity. And so maybe that resonates with you guys, maybe it doesn't, maybe you just love the color. I love red jasper's color. It's just so beautiful. But let's get into your reading and see what is in store for you, what messages are coming in for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so we have the offering card here for you, number 2. And so I feel that over the next couple of 4 weeks, the energy, the offering energy, this offering energy always brings us a challenge, and it's not always a challenge, but I'm feeling it for you in particular. It is a challenge to make a sacrifice. So this is the energy of making a sacrifice in order to serve others where you have already been served. So I'm also feeling that this can be a challenge over the next 4 weeks. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm feeling for the next couple of days. I say days because I truly believe that this is something that you're like, it's a challenge. It's been a challenge is what I'm feeling. It's been a challenge, and it's gonna dwindle out. That's what I'm feeling. It's gonna dwindle out for you. Okay, so over the next couple of days from this reading, it's going to be kind of challenging. It's going to get a little bit tough because you are being forced to make a change and to kind of step away from yourself and go towards others. Okay, to go through others. I lit an incense for you, number 2, because I feel that you are struggling, okay, at this time. And so trust and believe that it's going to get a little bit lighter, okay, as you move forward, if you continue to push forward. This is the type of energy that I'm feeling that you feel right now that you're being forced. But it's not almost like it's not like you're being physically forced. It's like your intuition is literally, kind of pushing at you and nagging at you, and you just know that you have to make this sacrifice in order to be a service to others. And this might be a little bit challenging, and so let's go a little bit deeper into the energy for you in the next couple of weeks. But you need to understand that making an offering your service, offering your energy, offering your resources is being being at service to others. You're actually making a ripple, a very, what am I want to say, a tangible ritual, in so to speak, that you can actually see how that it will unfold for you. Okay, because this is karma. Okay, so when you're doing acts of service, and so I'm also feeling like that you have to kind of stray away from like, you know, I just have to do this. This is just the right thing to do, even though this is not what I want to do. Try to find the meeting point, the understanding. It is with sacrifice, and that sacrifice is sacred. Okay, find the sacred in sacrifice. And it is very, I think that's why it's gonna dwindle away, this feeling of struggle, this feeling of hesitant that you're feeling right now. You're gonna see this. This is what it's gonna transform into, because I think you're gonna really enjoy being that light for others, being that that come up for others, so to speak. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords. So with this 9 of Swords here, number 2, I'm seeing that over the next 4 weeks, I feel that this is not your energy. I feel that there is somebody around you that can be struggling. So even though that this can be kind of, this is irritating to you, and I'm feeling that you have done this before. You've been a helping hand. You've been the offering for a lot of people. It could be a lot of people in your life, a lot of different situations, a lot of different people. But one in particular, it's getting to be too much because it's becoming mundane, it's becoming routine. This person has a lot to grow from. They're not where you are. They have a lot to understand about life, and I'm beginning to feel that the reason why they have a lot to learn and they're not where you are at is because you at times have chosen to step away from situations, to be in solitude, to kind of understand your purpose, to understand where your life is going, to understand yourself. And this person hasn't done that. They haven't made the choice to do that. So right now I'm seeing this as surrounding energy for you, but as an empathic person, you can take on these energies either way. Most of you are taking on this energy as irritation, and you don't want to be the offering. You don't want to be at service to this person because you might be just really exhausted at this point. But this, and you can also take it on, and you could take on this energy of the 9 of Swords where you're having insomnia, you're having anxiety, you're having the depression now, that because you've surrounded yourself with this energy. So you're gonna have to kind of, you know, do the analyzation and see if this is willing. If you are willing. Maybe you're not willing at the time because now it's taking effect on your life. But this person has a lot to grow, and that is one way that you can help this person as well, as being an offering. If it's gotten to a point where you can't move forward in this situation anymore, be the helping hand and be the offering and the act of service to this person because it's just too much for you. You're taking on their energy, and it's too much work for you to deal with innerly. And then of course, stepping aside and allowing this person to go through what they have to go through is going to be an offering. It's going to be an act of service because this person does not like to be alone. They don't believe that they can do this alone. They don't believe that they can get better and tackle the depression. They don't believe that they can tackle, they have to have a shift in mindset. And also another thing that's coming up for me, for you, number 2, is that a lot of you that are dealing with this type of energy, whether it's, you know, people dumping their situations on you, just gossiping. It's not really that much of gossiping, but just talking negative about all the negative drama that, you know, makes them depressed and, you know, frustrated, and full of anxiety. One way that you can be an act of service is that if you know that you can't step away from this person because you want to be there for them, you want to be that listener, you want to support them emotionally, but you don't want to necessarily take on their feels. What you do is that you need to create a boundary, a shield. You need to start practicing shielding in these types of situations over the next 4 weeks for you, number 2. That is shielding yourself. And this is something that you can do without them even knowing, and you can sit there and be there for them. But practice shielding yourself, shielding yourself with a reflective barrier that can only be seen in the unseen realm. So using your imagery to create this shield for yourself while you're in contact with these types of people. We also have the Magician here for you, number 2. So over the next 4 weeks, I really see you tapping into your energy, okay? Your own divine energy, and beginning to create the things that you have always truly desired. And so what I'm really seeing is that a lot of you, it is putting up that shield so you can tap into this energy. You know that you need to make a change, that you have everything, like you have all the resources, you have the mental imagery, you have that drive, you have the physical resources, whether it's the money or equipment or just the physical momentum to go towards these goals, and you are emotionally connected there to those goals, to those things that you want to see grow in the physical realm or even in the spiritual and emotional realm. You have all of those things. And so what I'm being told is that in order to just get into this vibe of the Magician, and let me show you, okay? Do you see this Magician here? This Magician is in the zone, okay? Do you see all of that energy streaming up to source? That is you over the next 4 weeks. And it starts with you creating a boundary with this type of energy that is surrounding your life. Somebody that is emotionally unstable to the point that it is affecting their mental state, okay? So you can't be there to take on their energy anymore. If you have to be there in a physical way and support them emotionally, even mentally, to try to help them get through this situation, the best thing, the act of service that you can do is shield yourself. Because that energy that they are projecting out onto you, that is theirs. So there's no reason to feel guilty, even if you have to walk away from this person. You don't have to feel guilty because that's their energy in order to decode and begin to understand about their own experience so they can grow from it. So shielding yourself from that energy, because it's not yours, because you're going to do double work by releasing all of that energy, and it takes a couple days of just getting right back into the funk, into this, so you can start working. Just shield yourself so you don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so over the next 4 weeks, I really see things beginning to manifest for you. I see things becoming in alignment, okay, with source energy. So this is an as above, as below. If you can see how she has, it's being streamed from the infinite, right? It's being streamed from the infinite here. And she's connected and she's manifesting things in an emotional sense, in a physical sense, in a spiritual sense, and in an intellect sense. So things just coming all together for you over the next couple of weeks. Number 2, we also have, what did I say? We also have the 10 of Cups here for you. Yeah, I'm trying to see if you guys can see it. So the 10 of Cups coming in for you, number 2, and we also have the 10 of Swords. My goodness. Okay, yeah, that's their energy. Like I said, it's going to help. understand. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about you first, number 2. This is the 10 of Cups here, and this is the energy of being at a state, reaching a status, a point in life where things are all coming together. And that can be in all of these things that we talked about, a physical way, a intellect way, an emotional way, a spiritual way. And when all of that is in alignment, of course you're going to get the 10 of Cups. Whether you're becoming, financially stable, or that you're just connected to purpose, you're connected to the things that you want to create here in the world, you're going to get the 10 of Cups. This is just being emotionally fulfilled. And so over the next couple of weeks, I really see you beginning to make major changes that consist of connecting with people that truly ignite this gratitude, this gratitude within you, okay? Whether that's family, and this is the family card. This is the friendship card. So connecting with people that really make you feel alive, that make you feel that energy of love, that energy of joy, that energy of connectedness. Okay, so I see all of that coming together over the next 4 weeks. And it really starts with the choice of being that active service for that person that really needs it. And in result, because I really feel like this person is very connected to you. They are very close, and they're probably riding along with you on this journey. And so by doing all this, by focusing on your own ish, okay, by focusing on your own ish and blocking out everything that is not you, you're gonna fall very quickly into the 10 of Cups, okay? Very in alignment with source energy, creator, with that joy, with that love, with gratitude, just every day I'm feeling like waking up and just feeling gratitude, even though this is around you. And no, the only thing that's going to make you feel okay about being happy in this presence here is that you're doing an act to them. You can still be there for them, but you need to shield yourself, because this is heavy energy, because we have the 10 of Swords here, okay? This person quickly moves into the 10 of Swords. Okay, this is the surrounding energy. Very, very different energies here. Okay, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, we got the 10 of Cups, Magician here. This is your energy. This is just surrounding energy that I'm feeling for you, number 2. But this person, by you doing this act of service of just stepping away, allowing them to deal and figure out things for themselves, they quickly move into the 10 of Swords. Okay, and it was the 10 of Swords reverse, which I never flipped it over. I don't really read reversals, but I think it's being showed to me that way. And so what I'm really feeling is that, yes, they go into this 10 of Swords energy, which is the next step of 9 of Swords. From 9 of Swords. So this is the ending of what they're going through. I think this person is going to really have at first they might feel that you're betraying them in some sense, because you're high on life. You're high on your passions and your, what you want to manifest in life. They kind of see it as a betrayal in some sense. There could be some talks of a betrayal coming up around this time in the next 4 weeks or so, or some revisiting a betrayal of some sort, or letting your true feelings be known about a betrayal and how it's helped you in life. I'm also hearing that as well. But this person quickly shifts into the 10 of Swords, where this issue, they begin to figure it out. And with the 10, this is an ending. Okay, this is an ending. They're finally ending this phase, and it really starts with you being that active service, because I'm really kind of seeing that this person is codependent on you, and you might be codependent on them in different ways, and that's why you allow this to kind of but you can't anymore. And so you're doing a service of really allowing this to end for this person, to really put it in the ground. And so it's just, energy is just really a lot, and a lot of heaviness. Is going to be different for a lot of the people that are in your lives. It's going to be different for everybody, is what I mean. But what I'm feeling is that this person is going to go through a really deep transformation, mental transformation. and they're gonna begin to understand a lot. So it is really important. You're helping this person really evolve by just stepping away, either physically or just energetically for this person, okay? We also have be careful signing contracts. Oh my God, and we also have yield to reality. Okay, so with this, be careful. Sorry guys. Be careful card here, signing contracts. You've signed a contract with this person. And it could be a very, okay, so what I'm being told is that this person that's in your life, or there could be a few people that are in your life. This could be family problems. These can be multiple family members. This could be a wife. This could be a husband, a sister. I'm really getting family vibes, but you doing this helps the family, helps this situation that could be very family based. And so, you know, you've signed a contract with this person. You have signed a contract. And it's very karmic. You guys are here to learn together, and it might end, you know, a lot of endings might happen in this pile. And you're realizing you're getting out of this contract. Now, I also have a video here on the channel that talks about cutting cords that, you know, that are created during intimacy. And it doesn't even need to be the sex, during the sex, but during also matters of the heart, you know, so family, you know, learning how to disconnect cords. And these cords become tethered within the center points of our body, okay? The center points of our body, and when I say that, I mean chakras. I like to also call them the inner realms, the inner portals of self. These cords that are connected, the cord is the contract, okay? And they become connected to these people when we come into this world, when we get married, when we create a spiritual, emotional, a also very physical contract interaction with these people. Okay, so a good way to figure out where this cord is tethered is that you want to go deep into your portals of self to figure out, you know, take a couple conscious breaths and intuitively figure out where this energetic cord, this contract, is tethered within you, so you can begin to disconnect. Now, on this channel, like I said, I have a video about releasing soul contracts, okay? Cutting the cord, cutting the soul ties. The ritual that I have inside of that video, you can very much use that, as well as the heart, okay? As well as disconnecting tethers from the heart, because just because the Ten of Cups is here, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a lot of these soul contracts, it could be very, you know, sex cords, soul ties that, you know, become activated during that act. Or if it is family, if it's somebody that you've been married to for a really long time and you want to stay married to them, but you necessarily need them to figure out things for themselves, you can go into your heart and tether, you know, cut that cord so they can figure out stuff for themselves. So be very careful with the cords that you are creating over the next 4 weeks. I'm also hearing next 2 months. So some of you guys that are ending contracts with people, okay, whether that's a wife, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a relationship, a romantic relationship at that, be careful with who you connect with physically, okay, because you might be going from one contract to another contract, so just be careful there, okay? We also have yield to reality. And so with this card number 2, let me just get my, sorry about that, y'all. Need my viewfinder. I need to make sure. Everything is okay. So with this card, because I like to show you guys the cards, Yield to reality. So with this card, I really feel that number 2, I feel that over the next 4 weeks, you are going to be really shown where you need to put your energy, okay? There's gonna be like this pause and go, pause and go. You're becoming aware and then you're acting. You're becoming aware and then you're acting. Okay, so take note that over the next couple of weeks that becoming present during the storm, during somebody else's storm, is going to help you make conscious decisions, okay? We also have, okay, that's my Joker card. Hold on, you guys. We also have the 10 of Wands, as well as the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, this is beautiful. Like I said, you guys are being a helping hand. You are being an act of love, of service, of evolution, okay? And so with this 10 of Wands here, this is my Spirit Away. This is my Spirited Away deck. Okay, and so in this card, Chihiro and Haiku is having like a moment here, okay, and she's crying. There's been this big release, this big understanding, this big let go, because they finally have discovered that they have been connected since, you know, for years past this point of actually meeting here in the physical, okay. It's a really awesome movie. You should show it to your person that's freaking out right now. It talks about fear and overcoming your fears, overcoming anxiety. It's a great movie for that. But particularly with this card, I just feel that there is going to be a big release over the next 4 months. So just hold on for this person. It might look really ugly and tough, you know, around you while this person is going through something, but they're going to come to you, and you guys are going to even connect even better if you make the choice of protecting yourself first and foremost. So we also have the 4 of Pentacles here, and this is, I really see this as a shield, and with this is the head in this picture here, okay, in this scene of Spirited Away. Chihiro is having a moment. She's having a conversation with the head of the bathhouse here, and she's made a contract with this woman, okay, to work for her. And I kind of see that this is your kind of relationship. You're here to help this person. You're here to kind of help them evolve and grow and understand themselves, what the head of the bathhouse has done for her. But you know, Chihiro, she's always protected herself from this woman. This woman is not very good. She's not the best of people in the storyline. And so, but Chihiro, she's always, you know, the 4 of Pentacles is about protection. It's about creating a boundary. It's about not letting people in physically, you know, so a lot of you guys are going to be shutting people out. And it's going to be the best for both of you, and just protecting yourself within the contracts that you want to stay in, okay? We also have the 4 of Wands as well, and within this scene, Chihiro is sitting on the train. It's one of the cutest scenes in the movie, where Chihiro is sitting on the train with No Face here, okay? And they've kind of made a friendship. They've, you know, she's kind of let him in. He's being, you know, he's being reasonable, or he's being, what can I say? You know, he was acting a hot mess before this scene, but she's finally let him in because he's calm and he's, you know, he's being reasonable here, that she can actually be around them. So I feel that with this step away from somebody, you're going to be able to come back together and reunite with this person and have a more healthier relationship, because at this point, this is when the relationship between Chihiro and No Face becomes, you know, more healthier. That No Face is beginning to, you know, realize that you know, he's gonna learn from other people instead of the people in the bathhouse where it was kind of changing him into a monster. So I really feel like this person that you're dealing with right now is gonna see you as as an example, and they're gonna learn a lot from the way you act within your life, the way that you take your goals and the things that you want to focus on seriously, that it's not all about them. You have more important things. It's not that they're not important to you, but you want to get to these things and you want to manifest them. And so you're going to kind of inspire and teach this person, because like I said, this person has a lot to grow. No Face in the story is, you know, he's no face. He really doesn't have an identity. And I think this is what this person is kind of going through. They're going to be figuring out themselves. And so they're learning a lot from you. A lot from you. Okay, so trust that, you know, Chichiro in the story, she's kind of harsh with No Face. And she's the only one that can be, you know, or does. Everyone else is scared of No Face except this little girl here. And she actually, you know, she begins giving him another chance because, you know, he's willing to learn, you know, and learn from different perspectives. So let's move on. Number 2, we have connect with your womb, we have chanting, and we have connect with crystals. Number 2. So with this connect with womb, and even if you are a male, we all have a womb. And what's being told to me and shown to me right now is that everybody has a womb. Everybody has a universal womb as well. Okay, so I'm really seeing that as universal womb, connecting to the womb of the universe while you're using your magic. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2. So connecting with the universal womb, the universal room, cannot talk right now. The universal womb is the place where all things exist, where all things are birthed. So I really see that you can connect with your actual physical womb that way, going in it, literally journeying inside your womb and seeing what needs to be cleaned up, what needs to be disconnected there. A lot of these soul contracts are in the womb area, okay? And also playing in the universal womb and being in co-creation with the divine, okay? As above, so below. I see a lot of that unfolding for you in the next couple of weeks. We have chanting. So using the magic, the practice of chanting affirmations, affirming to yourself, chanting within your spiritual practices, chanting at your altar, repeating. You know, I'm also hearing like being a helping hand is that instead of taking on, you know, all of this person's negative energy and just be like, yeah, I know, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. They're telling you a lot of, you know, drama. Some of you guys have a lot of people just telling you all of their dysfunctional drama, and all you are saying to them is, yeah, that's crazy. Wow, that person is like wild, like that's messed up. But you're not really giving them, the tools to kind of help them out of the situation. It's not your job, but that is part of your contract. Some of you guys are here to kind of help this person, and you know, because you are more advanced, you are more evolved than them. So one way that you can help them is kind of introduce affirmations, chanting, so they can kind of shift their vibration as well. This is going to be very beneficial for you as well concerning your goals, believing that you can manifest what you want. We also have connect with crystals for you, number 2. So connecting with crystals, maybe you guys want to get some red jasper, maybe you need an amethyst, I'm hearing. So connecting with crystals, if you have them, if you don't. Also, I love going down to the river and just picking up stones from the river that hold the energy from there. So connecting with crystals to kind of help with manifestation, with help with healing, help with protection, help with aggressive energy. Like I said in the beginning of this video, red jasper does exactly that. So connecting with crystals that can help with protection, as well as just, you know, balancing you out, because I feel like a lot of you are taking on this aggressive energy that is not your nature. You know, it's not your core energy, it's somebody else's, and you're trying to use your core energy to manifest. And so using crystals to kind of help you shield that energy is also going to be very, very beneficial for you. And there we go, we have the last card for you, number 2, which is balance. It says frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our 3-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. Okay, so creating balance within your life, within your own energetic field, I'm hearing over the next 4 weeks is going to be very possible for you. It's just going to take a couple, like, you know, easy. I feel like it will be easy, okay, once you get clear on what you're going to do, but some decisions need to be made in order to balance your situation, okay? Because again, you know, with the last reading, it was talking about the multi-dimensional layers of reality here, and you're working on some big things that are connected to your ultimate timeline. You know, I've been talking about lately the 5D timeline, you know, where people are going to be operating more in 5D. We're still going to be able to come here in 3D, duh, we exist here in 3D, but it's about bringing 5D consciousness down into the 3D reality, and that's literally that's where you are. This could even just be this 9 of swords and this 10 of swords here can honestly be the world, okay, and everything that's happening in it, you know, and you got to shield yourself from it just to create balance so you can focus on your own new earth here, okay? So what you're creating, and your new earth is going to be whatever makes you happy. A lot of people don't understand that you know what new earth is to me? Being happy, being free. And so I'm working towards sovereignty, and you could be too. So blocking out this energy so you can be more balanced and be more focused on your new earth. That is the reading that I have for you, number 2. I hope that it resonates. I really hope that it gives you insight and it empowers you, gives you direction moving forward into the next couple of weeks. Let me know down below, what are some of your goals? Yeah, let me know. What are some of the things that you're trying to manifest? Let's put it out there. You know, don't be scared to share goals and dreams, okay? It's only furthering the process. Okay, number 2. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. Okay, number 3, welcome to your reading. This is going to tell you exactly what you need to know over the next couple of, I was going to say a couple of days. I think it's coming out already, but this is going to let you know exactly what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. 2 weeks to 4 weeks. You guys are the ones that have picked the lapis here, okay? You guys are the ones that have picked the lapis. And so this stone is really good for your immune system. It's also good for regulating your blood pressure as well as inflammation. It soothes inflammation in the body. I love that about this stone, as well as it helps with kind of overcoming difficult feelings of depression. So maybe that resonates with you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you guys just love the little shimmery effect of this stone. I love it too. I'm gonna set it aside and let's get into your reading for the next couple of weeks. All right, so number 3, hope I said that right. Number 3, this is your reading. We got the mirror for you. So when the mirror shows up, this is kind of letting me know that you are kind of struggling here with acceptance of self, okay? Or even just acceptance of your life. I think a lot of you is kind of, you know, comparing. You're beginning to compare yourself with others, and that could, you know, activate some depression within your life, and maybe that's why you're kind of drawn to this pile, because you're kind of trying to figure out why you're unhappy with yourself or unhappy with your life, but it's really because you're comparing yourself with others. Okay, and it's really important that over the next 4 weeks or so, okay, because I think this energy is kind of trickling out even further. This is something that you probably like, that has been a very, I'm just feeling that it's a very strong energy within your life. This might be one of the main things that you have come here into this life to overcome and to understand, is understanding that you can't idolize other people's lives. Now, let me tell you, I used to, and everybody does it to some extent. I feel like with you, it's a very severe problem. It doesn't even matter how beautiful you are. You can look at someone and you can instantly become jealous, or you instantly feel ugly, even though you're very beautiful. You're a very beautiful person inside and outside. So inside, you have a very beautiful personality as well, but when you look at other people, you kind of get down on yourself and degrade yourself, I'm also hearing. And so let me just let you in on, with me, an experience. I feel like I've kind of overcome this kind of lesson in my life of like comparing. It trickles in sometimes, but not as strongly. But this is the lesson that I've healed on for a really long time, is not to idolize other people's relationships, not to idolize people's lives, or even idolize their appearance to the point that you feel that it's impossible for you to achieve what you believe they have achieved. Because most of the time, these people live a completely different reality than what you see on the surface, and I used to be so, the big thing for me was relationships. I dreamt of being married and having children and having a house and having that perfect picture, having that perfect picture with my partner. And I particularly idolized a friend of mine, thinking that she had something that I wanted. And once I got closer into her life and, got closer to her and we shared things about our lives, I quickly realized that I didn't want her life. That even though it looked like something on the surface, there were so many things that, kind of tarnished the picture, and so that's a lesson of never idolizing what somebody puts on the internet, what people like to show you, whether they're inviting you over to their house or whatever. It is important not to idolize them, because you really, behind closed doors, in reality, you probably really don't even want their life, okay? Or even want the point is not to idolize people, because your life can grow and become as beautiful as theirs, as what you think theirs are, if you would just pay attention to your own reflection. Like, truly look at yourself and who you are as a person, what you look like, as well as what your life is growing into. So we have the Magician as well. This came out for group number 2. This is coming out for you too, number 3, the Magician. So with this energy, I really feel that over the next couple of weeks, I see that, maybe by comparing yourself, I see that you're using this kind of like this thing that is, it's like a beautiful ugly. It's like an ugly, beautiful thing in your life, where you go through this process of comparing yourself, idolizing people, becoming jealous, but all of that energy kind of inspires you to begin to create and to work on yourself. So, you kind of use this to your advantage, and maybe you're learning your own, processes and, understandings of self through this filter of becoming, through jealousy, through competition, through comparison. So you're using this energy over the next 4 weeks to kind of look at your life and seeing, well, what can I do? If I'm not happy with myself, then what can I do? you know, because that's what I'm seeing here for you. Number 3 is that, you know, these people that you're idolizing, they're kind of like a muse. You're like, okay, well, this person is doing this, I'm not doing ish. Like, I don't do ish, I ain't ish, you know, like, and so let me get to the altar of life and start beginning to create more for myself and start to transmute the things. I really think that you're gonna begin to understand things on a deeper level as well as the weeks progress. So we also have the 2 of Pentacles for you, number 3. So with the 2 of Pentacles here, group number 3, I really see that you're beginning, it doesn't matter how good your life is looking, this is the issue that's coming up, and it might be something that you can't even truly see. It's really hard for you to see it because you've kind of made this kind of this flaw or this difficulty, this challenge in life kind of work for you where it can benefit you. But I can see that you can bloom into something a lot more, you can bloom into something a lot more extravagant, I'm hearing, and also bloom into something that's more like, more extravagant for you, something that's more aligned with what you truly want to be. It's almost like there's this copying effect as well, this competition, and not even to like you're copying to the T of who is inspiring you, who is, you know, who you're comparing yourself to, but it's almost like, well, let me try to do something better. But if you can just see how great you are already and how great your life is already, you can begin to really prioritize the things that you really want to see grow in your life. So I kind of see that over the next couple of weeks, you're still kind of struggling with depression. And so the only way to kind of get out of this depression that is caused by comparing yourself to others is to kind of turning your focus onto things that are not to its highest standard. It's not to its liking yet for you. So I see that you're going to be focusing really heavily on goals. We have the 6 of Cups as well as the Hanged Man coming out for you, group number 3. So with this 6 of Cups here for you, I really see that there's this nostalgia feeling. A lot of you guys are looking into people that you were connected to. You might even be thinking about reaching out to people because you're kind of seeing that, you know, it's not even about being jealous. It's almost like you're looking into people that you have disconnected from and you're comparing your life to theirs. And you're beginning to, that is also creating the depression. So if you can stop stalking people, group number 3. And you know, here on this channel, I'm gonna tell you exactly what message is coming through. And so a lot of you guys might not like to hear this because a lot of you guys might like to move in the dark, move in secrecy, you know, and you know, this has become kind of like a fun entertainment for you to do, to kind of like check into people that you were previously connected to. But I really see that you're beginning to feel a more warmer sense towards these people, towards these connections, and even people might even be coming back into your life over the next 4 weeks or so, or even over the next 6 months. I'm also hearing for you, group number 2. But you're not really moving towards these people. I think that you're looking at your life and looking at it into comparison with theirs, and it just stops you in your track. Some of you guys want to reconnect with people, but you're not there. You feel like you're not ready. It's almost like you're working on your life in a sense, as trying to get better and reaching this status so you can have those connections that ignite that inner child, that love frequency, that joy within you. So I truly see that things are going to be moving along, but probably in a very slow way. You're not moving, you're not really stepping out of the box. I think over the next few weeks, it's going to be very challenging for you to become illuminated on the real issue here, because it's not these people. It's not these people at all. It's the comparing. I think if you can look in the mirror and to begin to realize that that's where the whole issue started with a lot of these people, is that this is a main energy in your life. Comparing, looking yourself in the mirror and then looking at other people, which is also a reflection of yourself, but you don't truly see that. That might be a concept that you play around with, but it's not something that you truly believe at this point. So I'm also being told to tell you that these people that you're looking into and you're looking back on and you're looking into, you're stalking, you're becoming inspired by, but then it creates this depression, it creates this comparison and competitive nature within you. These people are also a reflection of you, and they are proof that you can grow into your own version of whatever you feel inspired by them. Okay, we also have a magician is only as good as their tools. A magician is only as good as their tools. That's really a cool one. It says the way home. Okay, so with this, as a magician is only as good as their tools card, I really see that number three, you're beginning to realize that, we have the magician here. I think throughout this whole process, you're going to begin to realize that this comparison thing is something that you can't really use. It's only gotten you so far. You can only compare and then say, okay, well, I'm going to do this. Oh, this person is doing this. That's really cool. That inspires me, but it makes me feel bad about myself. So I'm going to switch it around, and what can I do to even be better than this situation? And it only leaves you disappointed and frustrated and not really truly happy, because this is, it's okay to be inspired by people, but to compare in such a way that it brings out this competitive nature. I'm seeing that this tool has only gotten you so far, and I think you're going to be stumped. You're going to be kind of in a stump of where you don't know which way to go. And so this tool of comparing and then comparing and competing is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to. So I think over the next couple of weeks, you're going to begin to realize that you need to kind of step your game up with the manifestation, and it's only gotten you so far. And if you want to get even further and really manifest this preferred timeline that we're all going on right now, you're gonna have to kind of step up your game and kind of eliminate this, I have to have it all kind of mentality, that there is enough for everyone. We're here to co-create, we're here to experience, and when you're met with somebody that is experiencing something that you would love to experience. And I also just feel this energy of like, you just don't understand why this person is so happy. You just don't understand why they're so happy, and it makes you feel bad about your life. But I don't get the feeling that your life is bad. I don't feel like you're in a bad situation. I think it's very, very much mental. It's almost like you're so wrapped up in what other people are doing that number two, you're looking down at what you have created and you're like, this is not enough for me. So there's a little bit of balance that needs to happen in the physical realm, and it starts with you stop comparing yourself to others. And I think that's going to help you move out of this hanged man position. Okay, we also have the way home. And so I feel that you're very close to reaching that preferred lifestyle, that preferred life, those preferred, that preferred dream that we're all working towards. I feel that you're kind of figuring out the detours, and the way you're going about it is a very long detour. You want to get to the shortcut. You want to see, or you want to enjoy the very scenic route that is not seen through other people's idolization. By idolizing other people, that's not a scenic route for you. That route where everything looks beautiful and gorgeous is you seeing your true reflection, really seeing who you are, seeing the worth, seeing the hard work, seeing the strength, seeing the true magician, that you do have the tools in it. Right now, you're just utilizing something that has worked for you, but it's no longer gonna work because you can't manifest something out of jealousy. You can't manifest what you truly desire out of jealousy, out of hate, out of competition. It's only going to get you so far. You'll manifest a lot more by saying, you know what, this person, them, their experience, their image, this image, because literally the things that we see on the internet, that's all it really is just an image. It's not the reality. And so by seeing that image, that is just it's a proof that you can have whatever you think that is. You know, you can create your own version of it, and you have to say, hey, that person has this, they have this relationship, and I'm viewing it, I'm viewing a perspective of it, and I can have that, you know, because the universe is showing it to me through Instagram, through Facebook, through YouTube, through whatever. You know, most of you are looking on social media here, okay? Especially with this Six of Cups and looking at the picture. It's like you're idolizing somebody else's experience, and instead of saying, hey, you know what, they have that, that means I can have that too. So, okay, good. I didn't want my phone. Okay, so yes, you're finding your way out. You're very close. I think you're gonna even get closer over the next 4 weeks or so. Okay, I think it's gonna trickle into the end of the year. I think this is a lesson that you're definitely gonna begin to figure out for yourself. And remember that there are multiple ways, you know, towards your destination. And right now you're taking the really, really long route, you know, and there's a lot of challenges along the way. We also have the 10 of Wands coming out for you, number 3, for the next couple of weeks. We also have the 2 of Cups. See, what did I say? What did I say? A lot of you guys are going to be reconnecting with people that you truly feel very aligned to, like on a very spiritual level, you know. But, you know, usually with the 6 of Cups, it's like somebody had to walk away, you know. Okay, so with this, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the 2 of Cups, and we have the 10 of Swords here. So with the 10 of Wands, I'm really seeing that over the next couple of, I want to say months, this is going to be a deep release, okay? And it's the start of it over these next couple of weeks. You know, the next 4 weeks or so, the next 30 days, there's going to be a really release of this competitive nature. You know, it's just too much. It's too much to hold while you're going on this, you know, this journey of figuring out where home is at. You know, this is like a map here. It's like a map, and, you know, there is all these different locations, you know, on this map here, and you're figuring it out. You know, it's kind of complicated. You're going through a lot of detours, and you know, there's a lot of, you know, detours happening. You know, you've been on a long detour, but I think within the next 4 weeks, you're going to really understand that it's just too much to hold on to this like negativity. It's too much to hold on to this this burden, you know, of these lessons that you've already learned, you've kind of understanding, but there's something that you're holding on to, and it could just be that you're very highly competitive with somebody. And I think you're going to realize that there is a deeper connection here than you thought, okay? I think you're going to begin to understand things, and the more that you can accept it, the more that it's going to be a feel-good release, you know, letting go, whether this is letting go of the relationship, the person altogether, or letting go in a sense of like, okay, like, let's make amends, because we do have the 2 of Cups here, as well as the 6 of Cups, so this is somebody coming back into the past. And, you know, I think a lot of you, by making this decision is going to see that there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love overflowing. And this is the type of energy of, like childlike energy, inner child. So this person, you know, really interacts the inner child with you, whether that's in a negative way or in a positive way. You know, this person kind of brings out so much fun energy with you. You really love connecting with these people. And also these people have the, you know, they make you jealous. They also, you know, when they do things that you don't like, it, you know, it activates the inner child in a way that you're throwing fits and you're doing, you know, you're not acting your age, and you're not, you know, you're not handling things in a more evolved way. I feel that, you know, with the Magician here, the Hanged Man, you're very much evolved. You do take the time to kind of let things illuminate, and I think that's over the next 4 weeks, and I'm feeling 2 months for you, pile number 3, that things are going to start brewing and things are going to make sense, and you're no longer wanting to hold on to this competitive nature and just feeling like you have to compare yourself to others. And their lives, comparing your life to others as well. We have the 10 of Swords here. So this is something I feel like is going to be really hard for you to accept here. I think with this, you know, in this scene, I'm using my Spirited Away deck. And in this scene, Chichiro is here with Haku. And he's calming her down because she is really upset. You know, she's beginning to disappear in this spiritual realm, in this other dimension that she came into, and she's upset and she's like in distraught, you know, and she just can't believe this is all happening to her. And then there's Haku, right? He comes to her rescue. He's like, eat this food, you need to eat, if you're gonna disappear. So there is this sense of feeling that, you know, your true identity is disappearing, you know, over the next 4 weeks. I think you're going to begin to understand that maybe you've been living in a way that is not true to your nature. And this is the true betrayal to yourself. I think also just holding on to a lot of grudges, holding on to a lot of pain is also in a way making your identity kind of dissolve and disappear. You know, like when you stay in that type of energy for a long time, you become something that you can't recognize anymore. And so it's about really letting go of anger, letting go of pain, letting go of how other people have affected you in order to kind of move forward into the things that you really want, because I feel like this is waiting for you. The Two of Pentacles is making your goals a priority, prioritizing things in order to get things moving, be able to juggle a lot of things, be able to create balance in the physical world. So I feel like this is waiting for you, but it's gonna happen after you kind of make these big realizations over the next couple of weeks, and that is noticing that some of the old kind of programming that you use to navigate this physical reality is no longer working for you. And it's because we're going into 5D consciousness. Like, you can't compare yourself to others. You know, you can't just say like, oh, this person is doing this, and you know, I'm just feeling like there's a lot of comparison. There's a lot of comparison with you, number 2, like to the point that it's very toxic. And it's almost like, oh, you know, this person is doing this and I need to do this, you know, like I need to do something of this nature, or I need to up one this person. It's that kind of behavior, and that can't exist to the new timeline, the new consciousness that we're jumping onto. And so I really highly encourage you, like, you know, to get it together, because things are not going to manifest as quickly. It's going to be such a struggle if you still operate in that programming. Okay, so we also have Time Alone, as well as music, number 3, and Be Still. So with Time Alone, it's really time for you to be alone. It's like, you know, the Hanged Man, he pulls away to kind of illuminate himself on situations that he's trying to figure out how to move towards or in. Okay, so becoming alone is going to be very beneficial over the next 4 weeks. This is going to help you understand. So, you know, pulling away from those certain connections to kind of understand them more, you know, and maybe pulling away from the spying and the looking into people, pulling away from them in order to kind of understand what to do with this, you know, why are you still here? Also, pulling away from healthy connections, you know, to understand what you truly want as well. Because that could be, you know, it doesn't mean it has to be bad, but maybe, you know, there's a lot of things that you got to figure out concerning other people and other situations, and you can't do that with so many distractions. So alone time is going to be very beneficial and rejuvenating and give you that illumination that you're craving. Okay, so over the next 4 weeks, pull away, be alone. You know, we also have Be Still here, and that's kind of drawing my attention before music. So over the next couple of weeks, being still, going into meditation, just being still, listening to the stillness, connecting with the space that is between you and matter, okay, other things in the room. For instance, laying on your mat, laying on the floor, laying in your bed and becoming still and focusing on the space that exists between you and the door, you and the table, you and the couch. So that empty space, focusing on that stillness that radiates throughout that space, I think is going to be very beneficial. It's going to be very centering. It's going to be, you're going to be able to collect downloads during that quiet time. It's going to bring a lot of stability. We have a 4 here, so bringing a lot of balance and stability while you become still. Okay, very beneficial for you for the next couple of weeks. We also have music here, so, you know, getting in touch with music. I think music, connecting with things that, you know, help your aura in a positive way is going to be very beneficial. So being very conscious of what you're playing, what kind of music that you're playing, but also connecting with music in a creation kind of way, like singing, using your, you know, drums or any kind of instruments. Creating music is going to be very beneficial for you over the next couple of weeks, which will kind of help as well express some of the difficult, you know, difficult experiences that you have collected with this 10 of Wands as well. Okay, number 3, we also have, lastly, to complete your reading, we have freedom. So I feel that once you begin to release yourself from this competitive nature and comparing yourself, needing to be better than others, and realizing that that was the true issue. That's the core issue to a lot of situations in your life. And even just the whole situation that you have with yourself, the relationship that you have with yourself. Once you begin to tackle that and you become real with yourself that that is an issue, you know, because some of you guys are in denial. But once you become real with that, you're gonna free up. You're gonna have a lot of freedom to create what you truly want to desire in life, okay? Where love is, okay? And love is trying to come in. It's tried to come in, you know, but you're blocking it out. It says the energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression and bold exploration. Like, you want to go on a bold adventure, but you can't do it when you're not focused on your own energy and on what you truly want to experience. You're too focused on what other people are experiencing that you're not gonna, you know, it's gonna take you a long time to reach your home, your foundation, okay, your place where you actually feel free. You don't feel free right now, number 3, but you're in the process of figuring that out. And so for the next couple of weeks, this is going to be the lesson for you, is learning how to free yourself from all this confinement of comparing yourself to others, or competing, or living in the past, holding on to the past, holding on to things that, you know, ultimately you sabotaged, that ultimately was your fault, okay? Some of it was your fault, some of it is like, it's just childhood trauma, inner child activation, whether your inner child is, you know, needs to cry it out, you need to listen to their tantrum and kind of talk reasoning into them. Number 3, but that is the reading that I have received for you, number 3. I hope that it was insightful. I hope that it empowered you. Okay, tell me down below, what are some of your alone activities that you like to participate with yourself, to kind of rejuvenate yourself? Do you like to draw? What I like to do is I like to journal. I like to do yoga in my alone time. I also like to nap. I think a lot of you guys need to sleep. You need to like go and meditate and just fall asleep and kind of, you know, go off into the dream realm, into the astral realm and collect messages, you know, go and be free a little bit in that realm. But let me know down below what you guys are going to be doing in the next couple of weeks, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.